Sometimes it's a phone call. Sometimes you come home and find a police officer's card in your door that says, "Please call me."
It is the news they've been waiting for, but may not be prepared to hear. The new DNA task force just cracked a milestone 100th case with previously untested rape kits. While that brings incredible relief to many victims, it does come with an emotional impact. Paul Kiska joins us now. And Paul, this task force expects to solve a lot of cold cases.
And Lee, they have a lot of work on their hands. A backlog of 4,000 rape cases going all the way back for 20 years now. Thanks to DNA testing, close to half of those cases, though, could soon get solved. And while that's a huge relief for victims, experts say it can bring back emotions not felt in years.
This is a rare glimpse into a back room inside Cleveland Police Headquarters. All of these packages and boxes stacked floor to ceiling contain sexual assault kits. Behind every box of evidence is a real person, an unsolved crime. Now, 4,000 of these cases dating back to 1993 will be cross-checked against DNA from prison inmates. Cleveland detectives linked one suspect to 5 rapes and a murdered woman on Cleveland's east side between 1996 and 2010. A sketch was made, but the serial attacker's identity remained a mystery until this new DNA testing linked Larry McGowan to the crimes.
I suspect he'll never get out of prison for the rest of his life.
Testing by the newly created DNA Cold Case Task Force means criminals like McGowan can be stopped before they attack again.
Every time he got out of prison, he committed a sexual assault.
Many victims are relieved someone has been caught, but news of a named suspect can come out of the blue.
Sometimes it's a knock on the door while you're having dinner with your family, and you're in the middle of eating dinner with your kids, giving your kids a bath, and you're asked to think about something really awful that happened a long time ago.
Sandra Miller, president of the Cleveland Rape Crisis Center, says the sudden news can be shocking to survivors.
Some survivors aren't thrilled to be getting this call out of the blue. You know, they've tried for years or decades to suppress memories of this trauma. And when they're asked to recall some details, to them it almost feels like it's happening all over again.
The statute of limitations on rape of an adult is 20 years. That means when the task force gets a match or a hit, they must work fast to contact victims.
So they're literally knocking on someone's door, and they've had to take statements right there in their driveway.
Cleveland Police Lieutenant James McPike says many criminals can no longer outrun technology.
There's got to be some offenders out there sweating because of the crimes they've committed in the past.
Good point, and there is help for those survivors. Counseling is free at the Cleveland Rape Crisis Center. Their telephone number is 216-619-6192. There's always someone there. The task force and Rape Crisis Center are working on the best protocol now for contacting victims, survivors, as this DNA testing identifies more suspects who might already be in prison or even dead.
Boy, Paul, your story really does fill in a complete picture of what people go through when they get this news. Of these 4,000 cold cases, how many do they expect to solve?
Yeah, the lieutenant there told me about 40%, so maybe 1,600 of these cases could be solved in the coming months.
All right, Paul, thanks.
Okay.